Well, good morning and welcome back to this short video. Well, the Cobra's all covered up and you're wondering, well, why is the Cobra all covered up? Well, we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and that's not unusual for this channel. Okay, so what's the difference? Well, the first thing is that when we painted the 68 Mustang, we knew it was going to be Acapulco blue, actually. And I knew that car was going to be Acapulco blue before I even bought the car. So there was no decision in color and what we were going to do. And in fact, we put the C stripe on the side just for a little bit of an accent, but that was it. In this case, we're changing the color of this car. It's going from blue to, well, might as well show it to you now. It's going from blue to gray pepper metallic. Now, you'll recognize this color instantly when you see it on the cars that it comes on. So here's one example, and here's another example. Now, when you take a look at these cars, they have something in common. They have a black stripe. Now, that seems to be traditional. But when we looked at it, we thought, well, you know, that black stripe seems to be a little bit too much of a contrast to the gray, right? You're going from a gray pepper to a black. We thought, what happens if we back that off a bit? What would happen if we took a paint that was simply a few shades darker gray, same metallic build, everything, and put that on the car as the stripe color? Well, we don't know. We've not seen it anywhere. Nobody's done it before. So what's the worst thing that can happen? Well, the worst thing that can happen is we spray this car out with the gray for the stripes, and then we put the pepper gray on top of it, and we stand back and go, yeah, well, we don't want to do that. So what are we going to do? A little bit of extra work, but it's worth it. What I did is I took a piece of cardboard, I sprayed it out in primer, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the color for the stripes, we're going to paint that on the board, we're then going to clear coat that, we're going to mask it, and then we're going to spray out the pepper gray, and then we're going to pull the masking off and we're going to take a look. We're going to say, yeah, that really does look good, or you know what, glad we didn't spray out the car, because the last thing I'm going to do is spray this car out and do it again. Not going to happen. Now, as you can see, the can has not been opened, so let's experiment. Let's take a look here right now and see what we've got. Now you would say that maybe that is really dark, but that's actually a gray. And you can see it's a gray, super gray metallic. Now it's really dark, but again, we're trying not to go black, but we still want to have that contrast. Okay, so let's take a look at the pepper gray. As you can see, it is a lot different. It absolutely is heavy metallic. So now that's something you're going to be used to, right? So there is the pepper gray. And of course, you have the pepper gray and you have the metallic beside it. Oh, flip these around. So now you can see why we have to spray this. We don't want to take a chance on the car that these two grays are going to be complementary, right? It's like any two shades of blue, let's say. If you take two shades of blue and put them side by side, sometimes they look fantastic, like the interior of the 68 Mustang. Those blues really work well together. But then you can get shades of blue that when you bring them together, they just look washed out. They look like you made a mistake somehow. We don't want that happening here. Now, the other thing that's a little bit what we're going for is this has some pigments in it that almost are a color change. So in the shade, this will look black. But in the sun, it's going to reflect and be almost a lighter gray than it looks like on the test stick. So what we're going to do is we're going to see what it looks like, and that's the only way we're going to do it. We're going to spray this out. Well, I have no time today to do this. I wanted to do the paint reveal so you can see what the colors we were thinking, but it won't be till about Monday. I've got too many things going on over the next 48 hours, but hopefully Monday is a nice day. We'll spray this out, get it all done, and you'll be the first ones to see it. Anyways, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button. Any comments on the paint color combination, feel free to let me know. But until then, I'll see you next time.